Hey, this is Marcus Washington, MTC Media. Last night's Virginia Maryland game, first of all, didn't play out the way I thought it was, in the sense of I really thought it was going to be a high scoring game. I thought that both of these offenses would be able to move the ball up and down the field. And compliments to the defense. I thought the defense, both defenses played hard, they hit hard. Um, they made plays and that kind of took things away. But Maryland ends up with a 27-13 victory over Virginia. I thought it was was one of those games that for Tony Elliott would have been a great win. You know, if you could have followed up a road win over Wake Forest with a home win over Maryland Big Ten opponent, it certainly would have done a lot for the program. It's kind of sends a message, but give Loxley and his guys credit for the win. So where were they lacking? I really thought that Malachi Fields would have a bigger game than what he had. 4 receptions, but only 36 yards. Same thing with Tyler Neville. 3 receptions, only 57 yards, and he was so key in the win over Wake Forest. Terrell Harris did have a decent game, 72 yards receiving. But Anthony Calandria, and that's why I said before, you know what you're getting with Colangelo, right? He kind of plays like Josh Allen played when he first got in the NFL. Boy, he can give you a lot, but he can frustrate you a little bit too, right? With some of the plays. And yesterday he didn't protect the ball. You had the 2 interceptions that he threw, and on the flip side, even though I felt like once again Virginia did a decent job against the run, they let Maryland's primary receiver, Ty Felton, get off with 9 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown. And that was the thing I felt like Loxley did. Like early on, Felton necessarily wasn't touching the ball, but they stayed committed to getting him the ball. And I don't know if Maryland was doing something in particular, but that didn't happen. I didn't feel like that happened with Malachi Fields. I just thought that Maryland was more creative at ensuring that Felton had enough looks to make an impact on the game. Because let's be honest with you, he does pay the bills in College Park on that offense. Billy Edwards Jr., they were not able to turn over the Maryland quarterback. He had 2 touchdown passes, only 0 interceptions on a clean sheet, and was fairly efficient, 28 of 43 for 263. Efficient for what Maryland wants out of that quarterback position. And also, turnovers. You had the 2 interceptions by Calandria. You had 2 fumbles lost by Virginia. They just did not do what you need to do on an 8 o'clock spotlight game, at home. So again, Elliott's crew will have to bounce back next week. It is a game at Coastal Carolina before they return back into the ACC and return back to Charlottesville against Boston College. This is Marcus Washington, MTC Media.